Great news, this one. The Melbourne Grand Prix is back in April 2022. It's not the first race of the year, but at least it's the third. Joining us is Andrew Westacott. He's the Chief Executive of Australian Grand Prix Corporation. Andrew, thanks for your time.
Rowie, thanks for the interest, and great to be talking about something positive.
Isn't it ever? Because we lost the last two due to COVID. How good's this?
Well, it is, and that means that it's actually been 3 years since we've had the F1s racing around Albert Park and therefore racing in Australia, and 3 years is way too long for something with as great a spectacle as F1.
April 8th to 10th, it's the third race of the year. As I said in the intro, it's not the first. Was that your preferred option?
Look, we've always loved the first race, but when you're trying to schedule 23 races into a calendar and you've got definitive start and end dates and Ramadan and lots of other things, we were very happy to settle for the third race. It gives us a little bit more time. The season starts on the 20th of March in Bahrain, and we're going to be third race after they then travel to Saudi Arabia. So I don't mind whatsoever, because what it does, plenty of time to get everything sorted out from a crowd point of view, and also bringing such a large contingent into Australia. So my focus and the focus of the team and our suppliers is to make it happen for all race fans.
Oh, I can't wait. AFL will be into, I don't know, round 2, 3 or 4?
Yeah, I reckon about round 4 is my guesstimate. So, yes, we want to make sure that big opportunity for hopefully some of the interstate teams to play in Melbourne, and a good opportunity, therefore, to come to Melbourne and see the footy on maybe Friday and Saturday night, and see qualifying and everything on Saturday and Sunday. So it makes for a good weekend if everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, hopefully the Crows are playing someone in Melbourne. I'll be there. Hey, what's a hopeful crowd? What are you working toward? What's the COVID protocols there?
Well, look, in COVID times, it was normally you'd plan for about 50 or 100. Now we are planning for a 50 or 100, but we're planning 50,000 or 100,000. And I think typically you'd get 100,000 on race day. And so from a planning perspective, we expect it to be a fully patronised event. We'll work with the government hard on all those arrangements that we've got to have, whether that's vaccination, any forms of distancing and so on. But look, you've got to be optimistic, and we've got to follow the lead of what's happening overseas and what we think is going to happen here. So that's why, with 5.5 months on our side, we think we can get some massive crowds, and we all deserve it, because we've done the hard yards for a couple of years.
Oh, bloomin' oath you have in Melbourne. No jab, no entry. Do you think that's going to be mandated?
Look, it's the current mandate for trials and so on, but by mid-April, it may be a different scenario, but it is shown from a health point of view that getting a jab is a good thing, regardless of whether it gets you into a Grand Prix or just keeps you alive. So, we've got to encourage that to happen, and if that helps us get the big crowds, Steve, then, I'm all for it.
Yeah, well said. The Albert Park circuit, did I read, is getting an upgrade and resurfacing?
Yeah, it is. Since it left Adelaide in 95, it first raced here in 96. So the circuit has been down for 25 plus years, and it's become a little bit tired, and the specifications of the cars and overtaking has changed a lot since the first race in 96, which was won by the world champion Damon Hill. And so what we've done is we've made some geometric changes. We're going to put a new surface down over Christmas, New Year, and what that's all designed to do is get more overtaking opportunities for what promises to be new spec cars in 2022 as well.
Well, Oscar Piastri, he's a Victorian. Will he get a drive? I mean, Daniel Ricciardo will be a lock with McLaren. Gee, wouldn't it be great? 2 Aussies in there.
Well, it sure would. You've got to go back to when Daniel Ricciardo started off, and Mark Webber was in full flight he was at Red Bull, and Sebastian Vettel was there, and then Daniel moved into obviously Red Bull as well, and he's had a few changes since. But Oscar Piastri, for those who are listening who don't know Oscar, he won Formula 3 last year. He's leading the Formula 2 World Championship. He's managed by Mark Webber, and he might bob up in the Alfa Romeo team, which has got 1 seat still left. But if not, he might be a test driver for maybe the Alpine team, which is the former Renault team. And I'd expect to have Oscar out in our shores monitoring and watching before he's getting a seat, or maybe he is racing, and I hope he is.
Oh, that'll be great for Australia. Hey, can you register your interest for tickets? When do they go on sale? What are those details, Andrew?
Yeah, you sure can, Steve. We'd expect to be on sale in November, and there's plenty of opportunities from a general admission. There's going to be new grandstands with some of the overtaking locations, and we've got some revamped corporate facilities. So you go on to grandprix.com.au, register your interest, and you'll get all the lowdown on what's on offer. And we expect a big event with some big crowds.
Yeah, thanks for your time and great news, Andrew.
Pleasure, Steve. I look forward to seeing Daniel and hopefully Oscar in action around Albert Park.
Wouldn't that be great? Andrew Westacott there, Chief Executive, Australian Grand Prix Corporation. Registrations of interest. We are back on the 8th to the 10th of April. It'll be the third race of the season. Just log on to grandprix.com.au.
What a week that'll be in Melbourne.
He called me Steve.
That's fine.
Come on.
Started with Rowie and finished with Steve. Andrew Westacott from the Australian Formula One Grand Prix. That's great. Who are you going to go for if there's two Aussies in the Formula One?
Dan Ricciardo's my man. It'd be good to see Oscar in there.
It'd be fantastic to see
Dan's
Oscar
got to pull his finger out, isn't it?
He's gone right. Won a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, well, actually he did. Yeah, but that's about the only decent race. No.
Hey, we have the chance for people to get their hands on some amazing prizes thanks to the Four-Wheel Drive Adventure Show and Club Marine SA Boat and Fishing Show, which is coming up the 22nd until the 24th of October. You're right at the showgrounds. We have an amazing prize to give away each day this week. Now, today, it is an Engel Australia 28-litre live bait cooler box.
No, that is... Every man needs one of these if you're a fisho.
So what we need you to do is call 8223 0055 and you've got to guess what's in Rowie's boat
What's
today.
in my boat? What's in my tub?
Let's give people a little hint. It could be a thing or it could be someone.
Yeah, likely.
We'll give you clues. We've got three clues.
It's easy. I got this straight away.
All right. 8223 0055. Your chance to win the Engel Australia 28-litre live bait cooler box. You're a fisher. How good would that be in your boat?
Oh, no, every man that fishes, whether it's on a beach, on a jetty or in a boat, would want this Engel Australia live bait cooler.
Yours that have just fish poking out the side would be that full.
I went out yesterday, 1, 2, 10 morning, about 6 crabbies.
Well, Matthew Abraham, 5AA Breakfast, sent us a photo. He just took some gar out of Harbour or West Beach.
Okay.
So people are fishing as we speak. All right, go to it. We'll take your calls and give you the chance. And Jared Lena on the other side of the traffic.